Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well and you're safe and everyone's healthy. And today I'm going to talk to you about molarity. So molarity is moles of a solute over liters of solution. And what is crucial here is that your volume has to be in liters. So if it's in milliliters, you have to convert to liters. So how do you go from milliliters to liters? You move the decimal 3 to the left. Now that's if your volume is in milliliters and you're trying to get to liters. You're going to move the decimal 3 to the left. So molarity is moles over liters. So molarity is represented by this capital M. So moles over liters. So if you use the triangle, molarity, cover up the M, moles over liters. The other way you can use this equation is to find the moles. And so to find the moles is molarity times liters. So you cover up moles. That's molarity times liters. And if you're trying to find the liters, it's moles over molarity. So if you cover up liters, there's moles over molarity. So I'm going to do some example problems here to help you learn how to solve for molarity. So a solution has a volume of 1,350 milliliters. I see milliliters and right away I'm like, dang, I need to convert that to liters. So I'm going to take my decimal, which is after the 0, and I'm going to move it 3 to the left. So 1, 2, 3. So that's really 1.35 liters. And I have 0.650 moles. So it is asking me, what is its molarity? So molarity is moles over liters. So the moles, they tell me 0.650. And the volume, 1.35 liters. And you do division, so 0.65 divided by 1.35. And you get, with 3 sig figs for both, 0.481, and the unit is a capital M for molarity. So in this problem, they gave you milliliters, you converted to liters. They gave you moles, and they did moles divided by liters to get molarity. The next problem, you have a volume of 5 liters, so I see it's already in liters, that's good news. Then I have 45 grams of sucrose. So molarity is moles over liters. So I have my liters, it's 5. But I have 45 grams, and I need moles. I remember how to go from grams to moles. So to go from grams to moles, I divide by the molar mass of sucrose. So the molar mass of sucrose is 342.34. So I take my grams that they give me in the problem, I divide by the molar mass, and that's going to get me my moles. So 45 divided by 342.34, with 3 sig figs, that gets me 0.131 moles. So now I can take this number and I can plug it into my molarity equation. So 0.131 moles divided by 5, that's going to get you 0.0263 for molarity. So this would be your final answer. The only thing different between this problem and this problem is that they gave you grams in this problem, and so you just had to divide by the molar mass to get the moles first. In this problem, they already gave you moles, so it was just a simple moles divided by liters. So if they give you grams, the first thing you have to do is divide by the molar mass to get the moles, and then you can divide by liters to get your molarity. This next problem says how many moles of NaClO are present in 1.52 liters of 0.255 molar. So I have 1.52 liters and I have 0.255 molar. So that's molarity. And it's asking me how many moles. So if I go back, I see that moles equals molarity times liters. So moles equals molarity times liters. So the molarity is 0.255 times the liters, which is 1.52. So 0.255 times 1.52 gets you with 3 sig figs, 0.388. And they're asking for moles, so that is my unit. My next question, how many moles? So I'm looking for moles. How many moles are in 467 milliliters? I see milliliters. Right away, I'm going to change it to liters. So here's my decimal. To go milliliters to liters, I go 1, 2, 3 to the left. So that's really 0.467 liters. And I have 0.918 molarity. So again, moles is molarity times liters. Molarity is 0.918 times the liters, 0.467. Multiply those two together. And you get, with 4 sig figs, 0.429, and the unit there is moles. So these two problems, they're asking you for moles, so you multiply the liters times the molarity. You multiply the liters times the molarity. The next problem is asking you how many grams are in 862 milliliters. I see milliliters, immediately I convert to liters. 1, 2, 3, so that's 0.862 liters. Then I have 4 molarity. So that seems like it's just like the other problem. I have liters and I have molarity. Well, if I have liters and I have molarity, then I can find moles. So let's do that. So moles is molarity times liters. So I take my molarity, 4 times my liters, 0.862. And I get 3.45 moles. If it was the type of problem in the original, if in the first problem, it's asking you for moles. But this one's asking you for grams. So to go from moles to grams, you have one more step to do. So to go from moles to grams, you multiply by the molar mass of MgCl2. So the molar mass of MgCl2 is 95.21. So 3.45 times 95.21 gets you your grams, which with 3 sig figs is 328 grams. So this would be your final answer. Whenever you see the word grams anywhere, you know that you're going to be using molar mass. So if they're asking you for grams, you have to find moles first. And then once you find the moles, you multiply by the molar mass to get your final answer in grams. The next question, exact same thing. How many grams are in 304 milliliters? I see milliliters. Immediately I change it to liters. And I have 6.25 molarity. So moles is molarity times liters. So molarity is 6.25 times the liters, which is 0.304. This is going to get me moles. So this is 1.9. To go from moles to grams now, because that's what they're asking for, you have to multiply by the molar mass of Al2O3. So the molar mass of Al2O3 is 101.96. So I take my moles, I multiply by the molar mass, which is 101.96. And with 3 sig figs, I get 194 grams. So that would be your final answer. Now the last problem on this page is asking you for liters. So if I go back to find liters, I do moles divided by molarity. Moles divided by molarity. So liters is moles divided by molarity. So how many liters are needed to make 0.850 moles divided by my molarity, which they tell me right here, 0.456. So 0.850 divided by 0.456. With 3 sig figs, you get 1.86. And that's your liters. So again, liters is moles divided by molarity. So the moles are 0.850 divided by the molarity, which is 0.456, and you get 1.86 liters. Two more problems asking for liters. They give you moles and they give you molarity. So liters is moles divided by molarity. So moles, they tell you, is 0.235. And the molarity, they tell you, is 1.65. So 0.235 divided by 1.65 gets you the liters. With 3 sig figs, that is 0.142 liters, and that would be your final answer. Last problem, asking for liters again. So liters is moles over molarity. They give you grams, and I know that I need moles to do this, so I'll come back in a second to that. I also have 3.33 molar. So 3.33 goes on the bottom here, but I need moles on the top. So to go from grams to moles, I'm going to divide by the molar mass of SiO2. So the molar mass of SiO2 is 60.08. So I'm going to take my 54.5 grams and I'm going to divide by 60.08, and that will get me moles. So that's going to be 0.907 moles. So I'm going to take this number, put it back up here. So 0.907 divided by 3.33, and that's going to get me my liters, which is 0.272. And this would be my final answer. So if you need to go from grams to moles, then you divide by molar mass. If you have to go from moles to grams, then you multiply by molar mass. So I have just gone through all of the different types of problems that you will see. And if you're in doubt, please send me a message on Schoology. And also here are the 3 different types of equations. Molarity is moles over liters. Moles is molarity times liters. And then liters is moles over molarity. Have a great day, guys.